All right, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Friday evening. For the first time of the summer, I got to kick off the show like this. The first rule of Summer League is it's only Summer League. But nevertheless, we're going to overreact to it. The Knicks get smoked by the Pistons in their Summer League debut in front of Alex and CK and the rest of the gang. 104-86. Ron Holland putting up superstar numbers with 28 points. And the Knicks, led by Tyler Kolek and the gang, just could not get out the gates on a good start and found themselves in an uphill battle all night, man. 104-86. Yeah, Pacome Dadiet with 17 points. MarJon Beauchamp chipped in with 15. 10, 8, and 6 for Tyler, the Creator, along with 5 turnovers and much, much more, man. So lock in, hit the like button, hit the share button, and subscribe to the channel. Call us up on the KFTV Discord if you want to overreact to it. If the Knicks are no longer championship contenders, let us know how you feel, man. All right. Okay. Good to see everybody in the chat. Good to see everybody in the chat. This is going to be kind of a rapid fire show because I got to get packed up and head over to Vegas tomorrow. But joining me on the other side is the man, the myth, the legend himself. We used to know him as a Stratocaster, during the regular season. But Mr. Vegas is back. Chilling in his suite, in his $1 million suite. Mr. Vegas, how you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great, man. Me and CK and my boy Vin, we're going to golfing after this, man. Going to hit up some 9 holes after this, man. All they got is executive golf courses out here, but they do got, night golf. So there's going to be overhead lights, everything. So it'll be a little bit cooler. But, started to ease into it, sitting next to McCullers family.
Okay.
That was all nice and dandy, too.
Hopefully you weren't booing.
Yeah, Mr. Vegas is back in full swing.
Hopefully you weren't booing loud enough in front of the McCullers family.
No. No. Yeah, I can tell you I was not, because let me tell you this. Even though he had a little bit of a slow start, he came through in the end a little bit, all right?
He did.
He showed a little bit of promise.
He did catch wind late. I mean, going into this, the guys that we're kind of looking at in this thing are the guys who could get legit rotation minutes in this upcoming season. So Kolek, Huck Porty, and Dadiet. It's McCullers almost like on the outside, really, because I'm not so sure what they're going to be doing with him. But those 3 guys were the guys I was watching with a keen eye just to see, are they taking a step up a little bit? Do they look a little bit overmatched against Summer League competition? How did they look? And it was, that's all I can really say. There really wasn't much to write home about. The turnovers really did not set them off on the right tone. And Tyler, being the point guard, he got a lot of minutes. Got a lot of consecutive minutes in front of the Knicks brass. Wasn't that much of an impressive showing for the Creator, man. What you think? You were there. What you think?
It was not impressive at all. And look, when you're watching Kolek out there today, man, there was the same cut to the left, try to swing it right back to the top. Detroit was just fully aware of what he was trying to do every single time. And how many times do we have to see Ron Holland or somebody else going out in transition and getting easy points? He looked a little overmatched. Jenkins really was talking. I mean, if
Jenkins
being there up
Jenkins
close to
gave
personal,
him that
man,
work. Yeah, what was he saying to him?
He was chirping at him, man. He was like, "Yo,
Wow.
you're too small. You're not ready for this." He was really in his ear. He was talking all that trash. Not surprised though, man. He went to St. John's. We all know what he was able to do out there. But
yeah,
look,
and he probably saw Tyler at Marquette. So this is an old rivalry, probably.
Mm-hmm. So he was talking all that ish to him, man, out there on the court, and he was backing it up. I mean, he was scoring left and right, making dimes. Kolek looked overmatched against that starting unit. I sent this tweet out, CP. It looked like the Detroit Pistons, this Summer League team, hits the weight room.
Yeah.
While the Knicks, not so much. All right. There's a few guys who we could say, yeah, sure, Huck Porty. I'll say Kolek did put on a little bit more weight than he did than when he came onto the team last year. But, man, Detroit was overpowering these guys. And you saw it, man. It looks like the Knicks just look like a new team. Looks like they're trying to implement something new. They didn't look comfortable. A lot of new faces out there. The most they probably ever seen in minutes-wise together, just because Tibbs didn't really play those guys much last year. Some of those guys like Dadiet were in the G League, so getting spot minutes over there too. But all in all, man, I mean, Pistons came out rocking. Knicks came out flat. You didn't even see that fight, really, man. Didn't really see it at all.
I mean, the hope is that, again, only Summer League, but we're overreacting to it. Salute to everybody in the chat. Once again, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Those of you that know what we do, this is what we do. And those of you that are new here, this is what we do. We overreact to it. First game out the bat for Summer League. The hope is that this is just the first game. You got 3 more left in the regular season. And maybe, Detroit really shocked the system tonight, because the Knicks did have a better second half than they did first half. But you're right, man. Right out the gates, Detroit set a tone. It was led by Ron Holland. And look, Ron Holland, who had a great Summer League last year, he's got playoff experience. So he's got all his homies there. He's playing the Knicks, whether it's Summer League, regular season. He's got a chip on his shoulder. He wants to take that next step with no Beasley being back and Schroeder being gone, Timmy being gone. So Ron Holland, the pressure's kind of on him to take another step up in his sophomore year. And he was great, man. He was dogging him the entire night. And I felt like the Pistons kind of followed his lead. Clinton looked pretty impressive in his minutes. Yep. I thought he's got good size, shot the ball fairly well. And then, like you said, Jenkins was eating all of them up. So, Detroit definitely set a tone there and forced a ton of turnovers on the Knicks. Knicks very sloppy with the ball. And we just talked about Kolek. How about Huck? I thought Huck was Huck today. Huck Porty.
I thought he had some solid minutes, man.
Yeah.
I mean, to begin the game, he was the only guy that was being active, playing physically. You even saw, for the defensive breakdowns, his frustration that no one was really getting back in transition quick enough. Pistons were able to set up a guy. He was guarding a wing at one point, and he was like, "This is not my man. Where is everybody at?" And you can see that frustration from Huck Porty. But I thought for him, out of all the guys that returned that were on the team, he looked fresh and ready. He looked fresh and ready to go. It wasn't great minutes, but I could appreciate the minutes because he was out there hustling. And between him, I thought the centers, for the most part, him and Najee, I thought the centers were the best positions today of everyone who played out there.
Yeah, Huck Porty finished with 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 block shots. He had his Huck Porty game. I thought he filled the lane pretty well. The block shots were pretty good for him. And as you said, I did like how Najee was moving out there. 4 points for him. Didn't register any boards, but he's interesting. I want to see a little bit more of him as Summer League progresses. But again, Huck Porty looks like he's in regular game shape, and that was their night. How about Dadiet, man? 17 points for Dadiet, 8 of 13 from the field. I thought it took him a little bit of time to get going, but Dadiet showed you the things that, to me, he has to show on a consistent basis if he's going to get rotation minutes, and he potentially can if he can stay consistent with his shot. The shot was looking good today. Had a nice little pin off the backboard, and then in the second half, I thought he was moving well without the ball. Like the cutting, which he came in here with as a rookie, was pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think when you watched Dadiet, he looked like a deer in the headlights to begin the game.
Yeah.
I thought he was a little too passive. There were moments where he was, to me, he had, because we got to keep in mind, an open shot in the NBA is split seconds, right? Like 1-2 seconds. And I thought there were opportunities where he had open 3-pointers that he should have gone after, and instead he drove. And then it was like that same Knicks thing that we're used to, where everyone's driving the lane, no one's really looking for guys on the perimeter, or if you are finding guys on the perimeter, everyone's like not willing to take the 3-point shot. He got more comfortable as the game wore on. I'm still looking for a little bit more out of him. The word that you used is correct, consistency, right? Because I think offensively the game is there. I think defensively is where he needs to wake up a little bit more. I mean, we're seeing Holland out here drilling threes, and you talked about that edge that he was playing with because he was on that playoff team.
Yeah.
And in front of Dadiet, he had that step back in the right corner. I was like,
twice.
Yeah. And I was like, that's something. But that right there is like a little bit of an edge that he's playing with. And I think for Dadiet, he needs to come out there with more of an edge, And I think his counterpart, who we drafted, Diawara, he came out there with a slight edge today.
I liked his game.
I would like him to use that type of edge that Diawara had today.
I liked his game, and we're kind of jumping around here, but not necessarily in any particular order. The prospects, I did like Diawara's floor game a little bit, though. I did. And with like his stature and his defensive prowess, it's interesting. Some of the prognosticators maybe he doesn't come up at the NBA level. I don't see why not, man. They need to put him in a development program and see what this kid has.
Are you giving him a 2-way contract?
I would. It's early, but as of right now, like I think we have one rookie contract we can give out, and you have the 3 2-ways. I would get Najee on one, and give the 3 ways to Beauchamp, Diawara, and the third one, I mean, between McCullers and Pate, scrap it out for it. That's the way I go.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I thought the intangibles were there. When we watched his highlights, the wingspan, and just seeing how he could be a disruptor, and I thought, if anything, defensively is where you saw it. I mean, they were trying to get him off his rhythm and get him off his footing defensively, but his wingspan, his height, he's able to recover, and it doesn't take much for him to get back into the frame to use his reach, right? So I do like that aspect. What really needs to be worked on is his offensive game, obviously. Yeah. The fast break, dribbling. Yeesh.
Yeah.
Got to work on that, my guy. Got to work on that.
Yeah, 100%. He did have the buzzer beater going into the fourth quarter.
He did.
Had a nice little and one over, I think it was Clintman. They challenged it, and they ended up getting the call. So I thought he had a decent game for his first game at the NBA level. You know what I mean?
For sure. He's good, like getting in, like working off ball and getting into rhythm, like taking 1-2 dribbles. He's not somebody who you want bringing up the rock or trying to be too much of a creator. He's got to be somebody off ball that you need to utilize at this point of his career. Can he work to being somebody like that? I don't know. But from what you saw today, I'm in agreement with you where you do need to give him an opportunity in the G League to develop because the intangibles are there, man. I thought defensively he was just a disruptor.
Yeah. I definitely agree with you there. How about Beauchamp? Beauchamp, 15 points for Beauchamp, 6 of 15 from the field, 2 rebounds, 1 block. He looked the most comfortable out there.
Offensively, he did.
Yeah.
Defensively, I think he needs a little bit more polish on his game, but offensively, he looked like a vet out there compared to everybody else. I mean, the way he was attacking the lane, working off ball, even when the Pistons were challenging and trying to cause havoc and try to generate turnovers, he was able to stay calm, get possession, repossess the ball, and then get to work. I did like his game offensively, and the wings were probably, if you're looking for offense, all the wings did some decent job today, some sort of a decent job. Beauchamp, though, definitely looked the most comfortable out there, though.
Yeah. Again, for a team that, look, after OG and after Bridges, a small forward spot, they need more athleticism. They need more at the wing spot. Between Dadiet and Beauchamp, I keep both of these guys up here and try to get them some minutes at some points. So, look, he should be fine. I hope that they keep him on. And look, you had the entire Knicks brass there. Mike Brown was there. Leon was there. Worldwide West. You had Deuce. You had Mikal Bridges was there. Cat was there, along with his father. Rick was there. So, this was a time for a lot of these guys to shine. I don't know if the moment was too bright, but and this is where fans will see. Again, it's only one Summer League game, but with the Kolek thing and the backup point guard spot, you gotta give that time. For a team with championship caliber expectations, you can't just rely on that. Right now, if they don't go out there and get a backup point guard, and maybe they're waiting on Marcus Smart, does Cole Anthony get bought out? I think maybe they're playing the buyout market and seeing who shakes loose. You might be looking at forcing Clarkson to play the backup one, or even Deuce before you even go to Kolek. He's gonna be third string regardless of what they do at this point.
Yeah, he just didn't look ready, didn't look polished. Game one, when we look at guys' development, there's guys who you can give that leeway towards saying, all right, year one, you didn't really have an NBA offseason to work on your game, get comfortable. We understand that game one you might not be comfortable. But for Kolek, man, even for a guy that didn't play, I was expecting more of a polished game entering into this, especially when you're looking at Jacobs, day one. He's going out there causing havoc, right? You look at a lot of these rookies on the Pistons, and they're just causing havoc day one. And Kolek, look, he was all overwhelmed. And I think part of that is the physicality that the Pistons bring. And even when you look at that, that's something that if you're an opposing team, even in Summer League, you're using this as film saying, hey, how are we going to make this guy uncomfortable? Just put a body on him, start checking him a little bit. He's going to lose his composure. And the next thing you know, then we don't really have a backup point guard. But look, this is where, look, it's game one. Maybe he turns it around game two. Who knows? Like I said, it's like, this is where it's just hard to tell, CP, where, there's just some guys like day one, like they haven't really played much. They go out there, and it's like, oh my God, I'm so rusty. I'm trying to do things I shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
They look back, they look at the film, they come back, and it's a complete 180, right? I think game two is really going to be that indicator for who Kolek is for this season. Not saying make or break for NBA career, but what we should expect out of him.
Yeah.
Because this is still Summer League. This is a guy who should still be more polished than most of these guys that are rookies that are coming in here today and saying they're trying to make a name for themselves, or even guys off the street, right? Getting 10-day contracts. Like, he should look a little bit more polished. He was with the team last year. He had access to the facility. He had access to, like, all these guys. Should be learning from them. I'm looking for a little bit more out of him, man. Especially as you've been talking about, like, if you're looking for a point guard position, if you don't want to go out there and get Brogdon, if you're not thinking Fultz, if you want an answer internally, and especially if you don't want to spend money, right? Kolek's on the team, man. He has to show something.
Yeah, for sure. I was smirking a little bit because I'm just reading the overreactions across the board, across all our platforms, and cracking up. Shout out to Julie Gyllenhaal on the Facebook. He said Kolek plays like the actors doing movies.
Oof.
Get him out of here. Marie Dunkley says too much turnovers. Showing DJ Skitty, none of the kids look good. Let's see who else we got overreacted in the chat here. Let me see who else. Somebody said this is our entire bench. We need work.
They all need to hit the weight room. That's what they need to do, CP.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
How about your boy Dink, man? What'd you think about Dink today?
I think that's JD's guy. Dink is JD's guy. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
He is interesting, man. He is interesting. I think I saw it best. Someone said, shout out to Jay Nicky. I think Jay Nicky said it best. He's giving me a little Cam Reddish vibes, man.
Yeah, for one thing, he needs to learn to pass the ball.
Dude, I think Kolek kicked it to him in like transition. He gets it. You have McCullough wide open in the right corner for a three. And he stops and he's like starting to tween. And I'm like, oh my God. Why are we starting to cook right now, man? Play within make the open pass, man.
Yeah.
Just make the open pass.
Just make the
and
pass.
Then you just see everyone around there like, oh, like they're throwing their hands are like, what is this?
Dig said, I gotta make the team hella high water. Get out of the way.
That is not a way to make the team, my guy.
I saw the last
not
shot.
A way.
I saw one of the shots when he got to the free throw line. He shot over 3 people.
Didn't he have that Lonzo shot for 3 too? I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that.
Yeah. I said, okay. Dig said,
How do you feel about Dig? Because, I watched that show with you and JD. You guys were very intrigued about him.
Yeah.
You got to see some minutes now. What are your thoughts?
We'll see what happens tomorrow. Let's see what happens on Sunday, man.
Well, they don't play tomorrow, CB. They play Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah. I want to see some more, though, man. He's intriguing, for sure. He went 1 for 8 from the field. We'll see, man. Let's see. Just could have been a little bit rusty. Hey, it was a packed gym in there. As you know, you were in there, man. Look, dude, maybe the pressure was on a little bit.
Dude, it was just waiting to get in. It took forever.
Yeah.
It took forever to get in. I was watching for a little bit. Like, I was watching them warm up on the TV. Thankfully, I got in right as tip off. But like, holy cow!
Yeah,
it was packed today. There's everybody walking around. People were still walking around even as the games were going on.
Yeah,
like
packed.
I was out here with you 2 years ago. UCK, Knicks chick. There's more people than there were 2 years ago. I can tell you that from the last time I was here.
I'm surprised they know we travel well. I'm surprised they put us in the B gym for the first game. You know what I mean? It's kind of weird.
It was very strange.
Yeah.
Very strange. And they had like Hawks, and I forget who the other team was.
Hawks and Heat were playing.
Hawks and Heat.
Yeah. Well, I guess because you had Jazz and Hornets, you had Ace Bailey and Newpool, you had the lottery picks, so they had to put them in the main gym in Thomas and Mack. Well, they put us in Cox, man, the Cox Pavilion. It was packed in there. Definitely packed. Yeah. Shout out to our guy Abdul from San Diego. Did you see Abdul in there? Did you link up with Abdul?
Yes, we did, sir.
No
If you
doubt.
check the IG story, I tagged Abdul. I was like, hey, like I saw someone walking by me with some kids. I was like, I was like, you kind of look for. I was like, Abdul. There he is. I was like, my
Abdul's
man,
in
what's
the
going
building.
on, bro?
Abdul's in the
So,
building.
so he's out there. He's going to be at the event tomorrow. He'll be with us.
Okay.
All right? Shout out
Okay.
to James. He dapped me up as well. He'll be attending the class. Your business class there.
Shout out
so
our
he'll be
guy
out there.
James Stanzoni, man. Yep, Stanzoni's coming to sports business classroom.
Yep. He was also at Knicks Twitter Day. And speaking of which, those things will clean, man. Those trophies will clean behind you.
Yeah, they're still there. They are still there. I'm just checking. Hang on. Let me just go to the full street. Yeah, they're still there. You just reminded me. I didn't even realize they were there, man.
I can't. I mean, it's just the shine, man. It's just glaring.
Yeah. Well, we moved the light. You know, we rearranged the decks a little bit. We moved the light. I got my Captain Clutch joint up there. Shout out to our guys at Baka Back Pages. But, you know, we just rearranged some lighting just to make sure it was shining properly. You know, it's a lot of chatter going on to this day. We're a week past the event, and people just still can't get over what KFTV was able to accomplish in this event.
Hey, man, there's trying to be some league tampering with teams that are trying to enter.
Yeah.
You know, Knicks Twitter trying to enter Knicks Twitter Day. You know, as a team, they're trying to take our guy Brandon.
Right. They're trying to poach our guys from the team. People are asking me if I'm bringing a trophy to Vegas if we're going on tour like the Stanley Cup. I might pack it tonight.
We can get a bus out here, you know, and go celebrate.
Bro, but one thing people on YouTube did not know about tomorrow's event, tomorrow's Knicks fan meetup.
What's that?
Deuce is coming through.
Ooh.
The Deuce is loose tomorrow night. 8 p.m. Pacific time, 24 Oxford at the Virgin Hotel. KnicksFanTV, Knicks Film School, the Left Coast Knicks family is going to be in the building. Bro, we got the RSVPs are flying through the roof. It is going to be insane. DJ Uncle Mike, a.k.a. The Shells, as he goes by on YouTube, on the ones and twos. Deuce McBride for a live podcast with KFTV, with me and you on the ones and twos. Who knows? Maybe Macau pops up. Maybe Cat pops up. Who knows?
Cat is out here.
They are there. So I would recommend everybody RSVP, free to get in, all ages welcome. KFTVmeetup.com, KnicksFanTV.com. And we will be, you know, recording this and putting this out. You know, these guys out here with Knicks Twitter Day, no live streaming, no nothing. No, we will record the content for the people at home who couldn't make it. But we do hope everybody can make it.
That's what the champs do, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to our guy Larry Medina, our Fanchise channel member. He will be there representing the Left Coast Knicks and KFTV. He says there were workers who stopped me because I was wearing my KFTV hat. They said they were going tomorrow and they're telling other Knicks fans. Yeah, when I looked at the RSVP list, like a lot of locals in Vegas are coming through. Los Angeles is represented very well, but Vegas, definitely. A lot of people from Vegas, a lot of Knicks fans out there in Vegas right now, Al. Who live out there, Henderson County and all of that, will be there. So we're going to have a great turnout tomorrow, 100%.
Let's go, man. It's going to be a great time. If you haven't done so already, as CP said, make sure to go get your tickets, man. It's going to be legendary. It's going to be a zoo. It's going to be a madhouse.
Yeah.
You already know how it is.
Yeah, definitely going to be a good one there. All right, let's get to the phones, man. Hear what the people got to say. JG, go ahead with your overreaction. JG on the Discord.
Hey guys, how's it going?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. Definitely not the best game I've ever watched.
Yeah. Were you there or are you watching on TV?
No, I'm watching on TV back in New York.
No doubt.
Yeah, I was surprised about Kolek's turnovers because even though he didn't play a lot this year, when he did get in when there were injuries, he didn't really he looked better than that. He didn't really turn over the ball much.
Yeah.
During the regular season, I felt like, so that was surprising. But I'm really curious to hear what you guys think, because I'm thinking about this, and I know a lot of people want the kids to play and all that. But if you look at our roster right now, there are 9 guys on our roster that will get minutes before any of these guys.
Sure.
In my mind.
Yes.
So, what do you guys think in terms of if or who might crack this rotation? Obviously, this isn't kids, so we're not running 8-man rotations.
Right.
But we also don't know how many Mike Brown wants to run, whether it's 10, 9, I don't know. So who do you guys think might actually
Yeah.
crack this rotation?
I think Huck Porty.
Mhm.
Maybe.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah, Huck Porty. Maybe Dadiet first.
Okay.
Kolek will have we'll have to see with
Yeah.
Kolek, depending on what they do with the last vet minimum spot. Like, if they go get a point guard, they go get Brogdon,
Right.
then they'll get Marcus Smart. He's not going to play all that much, if at all.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, because I agree with Porty, especially if they go with the double big starting five. I think Porty is going to be a priority probably to come off the bench.
Yeah.
Give them protection. And I mean, Dadiet showed some flashes tonight. He looked pretty good. I mean, started off, I guess, a little slow, but he looked pretty good towards the rest. As the game went on, he looked a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, look, like Alex said, we just want to see him. I'm not expecting him to come out of this thing like Kawhi Leonard, but just show a little bit more from last year. That's all I'm looking for. Forward progression, 100%. Forward momentum, and so that when you get with the main ball club and you're playing with better killers, they'll make you better. You know what I mean? And if he's carrying some of those things over, like shooting the ball efficiently and playing good enough defense, he should be able to fill a role.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Especially it would be nice to have a wing like that if he can play good defense and hit his shot more consistently.
Yeah.
It's nice to have an extra wing coming off the bench. I definitely agree.
Yeah, that's what I think, man. For sure.
But yeah, guys, thank you. Enjoy the event tomorrow.
Yes.
Sounds awesome.
Yes.
Enjoy Vegas.
All right. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. JG on the Discord. Al, I saw your message. Abdul from San Diego. Go ahead and unmute your mic. Abdul. Do we have
Yo,
Abdul?
salute.
Yes, sir. How you feeling, man?
Man, live from Las Vegas right now, 150,000 degrees out here.
Let's go.
It is hot.
Hey,
Let's
let me
go.
tell you, first off, shout out to my man Alex, man. We getting ready to head out, and I turned, and I knew it was him, but he called me, man. So it's always a pretty sight to see people that you see on YouTube.
Yeah.
So shout out to another shout out, KFTV on the Jumbotron if you go into the Virgin Hotel.
Oh,
I
no
took a
way.
picture. I had to send you a picture, bro. We was at the restaurant eating, which is it was supposed to be pizza from New York, but it was terrible. I should never eat it.
Oh, man. You should have hit me on that. I want to tell you, stay away.
Yeah,
just get
bro.
the tacos, man.
They
Go to the
got me.
taco spot. That's it.
I should know better living out here too.
Yeah.
So, but I'm gonna tag you on Instagram in the photo. I got you guys.
Yeah.
It's you and Deuce on a jumbo.
Nice.
Oh man, wasn't impressed.
Yeah.
But Summer League, so let's overreact.
Yeah.
Disappointed in Kolek, man. Extremely disappointed. I'm looking for him to show up, show that he wants to crack the rotation, especially coming into year two. Because I'm looking back to when Deuce and them was coming into year two. You saw the jump in Summer League. I know it's game one, but this is when you put your first impression, right? You got to let the fans know, like, yo, we here. We made it to the playoffs. Now it's time to step up.
Yeah.
I didn't see much of that. He had some decent moves, but I feel like he was just a little shook, which is very surprising coming from the Big East. I mean, Dink, I was sitting next to his family. His family was hyping him up. I think that's why he was chucking. I damn near went to tell the dude, yo, just sit down, man. He is sneaking up the building. But I could see the potential, but his family was hyping him up, man. I think that was the number one thing.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Summer League, man, there's thirst buckets all over, so I'm telling girls to sit down. My boys is trying to watch the game.
It was a club in the Cox Pavilion. It was a club.
Bro, it was makeup to the T. Like, it's Summer League. We just trying to watch basketball. They coming out in their best to impress. Sitting next to me.
Yeah. Oh, man.
But that's what you get when you're a Summer League. But I was very impressed with Huck Porty, man. And slightly Kolek only on the defensive end, and I'm gonna tell you why. They were the only two really talking on defense. Everybody else was really quiet. Huck Porty was calling out left, calling out right, solo you by yourself. And I did see Kolek do the same. So you can say he was trying to pick up that leadership role. But as far as the turnovers, his offensive game was terrible. Defense, you can see he was trying to put it to action. I mean, in the Summer League, baby.
Yeah.
We still got a chance to win the chip, right?
Let's go. Yeah, man. We still on cue. We still on point, man.
Hey, salute to y'all, man. I'll see you tomorrow, man.
All right, man. Salute, man.
All
Abdul,
right,
Abdul from San Diego. That's KFTV fam representing the left coast Knicks. All right, Al, man. I'll let you. I'll let you. You guys get off to catch your tea time. I don't want you to be late. I'm just here.
I appreciate
party planning and all of this stuff and making sure things is in the right place. I still got to pack. I'll let you guys get to your tea time, man. You tell CK.
I mean, you would be joining us today if you decided to come out today. You know what I mean?
You tell CK I said what's up, man. Yeah, I'll get to your tea time. Hit it straight. Is that what they say in golf?
Yeah, I'm just going out there having a good time, bro. I'm just going out there having a good time.
Yeah, look at these guys, man. All right, man.
Hey,
I'll see you when I see you, man.
At least I showed up for work.
Yeah, you did. No, you did. It was a good job by you, man. Good job. Yeah.
But last thing I'll say is that to Abdul's point, my God, if this is tryouts for people trying to do cuffing season, they're on point.
Yeah. Oh, man. Well, hey, good luck to everybody out there on their missions.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But the Knicks Nation CP, I'll catch you tomorrow.
Yep. See you guys tomorrow, man.
Knicks Nation, catch you guys later.
Yes, sir. Mr. Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. They bougie as hell, ain't they? Him and CK, they brought golf clubs and everything to the occasion. I'm over here sweating it out, just signing contracts and putting all the ducks in a row, making sure the party's organized. These guys got to go play golf. I got to pack up my equipment. I got to do my presentation for SBC. I got my presentation on Monday. I ain't even finished my presentation. I got to do that on the flight. These guys got tea time and hobnobbing it up. That's Mr. Vegas, ladies and gentlemen. All right, I'll take another one another quick one on the Discord because I got a boogie for sure. Mr. Ed on the Discord, get unmute your mic. Do we have Mr. Ed?
Hello, can you guys?
Yes, loud and clear. Rapid fire, please. Thank you.
Yeah, no, just really quick about the Summer League.
Yeah.
I think when the front office put out that statement about how they want to focus on player development, today was why I think maybe they wanted to move on from Tibbs, because the development of Dadiet, Kolek, Porty looked fine, and I think Dadiet did too, but Kolek specifically, it kind of just looked like they were a little lost out there. So I think seeing them today, they looked like rookies, pretty much the entire team. And I think that's one of the reasons why when you look at the second apron stuff, you need guys, young guys, that could help you out, fill out the bench. And I don't know, I think Porty probably has the best shot at cracking the rotation. But as a whole, they didn't look... Honestly, none of them looked that ready.
Yeah.
So,
well, hopefully it's just a case. And look, this is the overreaction show, but hopefully it's just a case of where the Pistons shell shocked them. It's their first summer league game. Didn't really check the temperature. And Pistons said, "Hey, we didn't forget that playoff loss. This Pistons came out like a bunch of hungry dogs." So there's always Sunday, and they got another chance.
Yeah. No, that's why it's just first game.
Yeah.
First impressions, nothing too serious. But we're Knicks fans, so we'll go a little deeper into the
This is what we do best. This is why we're here, man. we got 1,000 people in the chat talking about a summer league game. This is why we're here, man. Appreciate the call, man.
Of course. Hope you guys have a fun time in Vegas. I'm excited to see all the stuff about it.
Appreciate it, man. Mr. Ed on the Discord. So yeah, it's good to listen, man. We 2 months ago we were ceremoniously eliminated from the conference finals. We needed to get that edge off. So sorry if any players' families are watching tonight. Nothing personal. It's just summer league overreactions. It just happens. This is just who we are. If they win on Sunday, we'll be winning the championship. So don't worry. You come back on Sunday. It'll be better days. Okay. All right. A couple things. As I said, tomorrow night, if you guys are in Vegas, coming to Vegas, tomorrow it's going down, man. Our annual meetup, a tradition unlike any other. KnicksFanTV, the Knicks Film School, the Left Coast Knicks crew, and Deuce McBride at the Virgin. I'm bugging. Abdul told me we at the Virgin, so let's go. So that's gonna be a good time. Hopefully you guys can make it out, and that's gonna be a good time. Hang on, let me make sure I got this thing here. Why is this thing doing this? Salute to everybody in the chat. Okay, there we go. Make sure we get that nice there. Okay. Yeah, so we got Deuce coming up. KnicksFanTV.com, KFTV Meetup.com. It's going to be at the Virgin Hotel, and the venue is called 24 Oxford. All right, 24 Oxford at the Virgin Hotel. So hopefully you guys can make it. So Deuce is going to be coming through. We'll see who else comes through. But guess who else might be coming through? Did you guys see what happened yesterday on Twitter? Did anybody see what happened yesterday? The captain called me out. The captain, Jalen Brunson, called out CP the Fanchise. Did anybody catch this? We had a very interesting exchange yesterday. And I'll inform you guys about what happened. Story time featuring CP the Fanchise. Many moons ago, I don't know if anybody remembers this, but many moons ago, when Jalen Brunson first got here to the New York Knicks, he played a summer league game at Hostos Community College, Pro City. Jalen, Julius, and Obi, right? Remember when the rumors were rumbling that those guys were going to be playing? So KFTV is front and center at this thing. And Cap was there. We were there. Me and JD pulled up. You know what I mean? We were there. So they had a stoppage of play. And here's what happened. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Here's what happened at stoppage of play. Here's what happened.
Brunson in the building. What's good, my guy? How you? Oh, yeah. I love you. Yo, say what up to the face, man. I'm going to be there. Yeah. Hey, you heard it first. Jalen Brunson coming to KnicksFanTV. Let's get it going.
All right, so shout out to Kiwi015 who put that out there. So this happened when Cap first signed with the Knicks. He came over. We had a great exchange. Welcome to New York. He said, "Yo, me and you got to talk. We got to come on the show." I said, "All right, we here." And then he told you guys. He said, "I'm coming to KnicksFanTV." So, for whatever reason, it didn't happen, but it is what it is. We're very patient when these things go down. Some interviews that you've seen on this channel took years to take form. We don't really trip. We support everybody either way. Guys are busy. They're getting pulled in different directions, so we don't worry about it. But this guy, Akiva, just put it out there randomly. So what I did yesterday, I just, I tagged the captain with the eyes emoji, like, yo, just a reminder, just a little follow-up. So that's all I did, just being the conductor that I am. And here's what he says. This was from the captain, Jalen Brunson, yesterday. Tell me who your mole is, and I'll do it. Now, they called him out for the grammatical errors, and he corrected it. But Jalen, the captain, wants the source. You see, because for those of you that have not been paying attention, the plug has been on, has been on point. And so we've been reporting a lot of things. And people are starting to take notice. I think the captain may have been taking umbrage with it. From the cat trade, to injuries, return dates, Tibbs, Dawn Staley. Hey, we've been on the money. So the captain has taken notice. So now he's saying, I want to know who's the rat, who's giving you all this intel. Now my reply, I'm just a conductor, man. that was my reply to Cap. I'm just a conductor, man. I'm just here doing my job, Cap. So that was that part of the exchange. And then I said, Now, this was funny. So then I hit it back with another retweet, and I revealed the source. And here he is. Mr. Friday Night Knicks. Robert Randolph. So to that, everybody was cracking up. I aired out Robert Randolph. He even replied, Cap replied, you know. That was funny. Look at him. Look at him. Friday Night Knicks. So that was funny. But then Cap proceeds to come back and says, nah, I need the source. So that was it. I don't know. Will Jalen Brunson accept the invitation? Because some people are calling you out, Cap. Some people are saying you already made the commitment years ago. You got to be a man of your word. But Cap is kind of reneging a little bit, and he's saying he wants the source first. Cap wants the source. I can't do that. And I told Cap, I can't, you know, that's just not going to happen. So we might be at a little bit of a crossroads. Maybe I pull up on the Roommates pod. Maybe he comes to KFTV. I don't know. The saga continues. Cap, we're waiting on you. We know you watching. We will leave the light on for you. You are the captain at the end of the day. But you know me, I stick to a code, Cap. I can't just do that. What you're asking me to do is a violation, especially here in New York. So we're at a bit of an impasse here. TM says we have the exact date. The exact date was confirmed. The exact date. Shout out to TM. Doesn't miss on anything. What was the date of that event? That was August 8th, 2022. August 8th. That is when Cap said he's coming to KFTV. And now I got clips on the Tiny Desk. Did anybody see that clips Tiny Desk joint? I got to catch it and I got to check in on that album. I'll put it on while I'm packing. August 8th, 2022. That's what the captain said. I'm just a conductor here, Cap. So, yeah. That's all that went down last night. What's going to happen? I don't know. I'm just a conductor. But this ain't over. This ain't over, Cap. We will follow up. We will be following up, Jalen. But anyway, man. Let me go handle some business, man. Pack up and get ready to head out. I'll check in on the clips. I'll check in on the Tiny Desk stuff. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Once again, man. See you guys out there in Vegas. J. Cal in the chat. J. Cal, are you pulling up to Vegas? When are you pulling up to Vegas, man? When are you pulling up on us, J. Cal? We waiting on you, man. The deuce is loose. Saturday night is going to be a movie. And let's see, did Abdul send this to me yet? Abdul, let me see. Abdul, did you send this to me just yet? Let me just check something real quick. Abdul said that I did speak to the people at the Virgin. They were supposed to throw us up there on the billboard. What did Abdul say here? Abdul, let me just check this out real quick. My guy Abdul from San Diego. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Hope you guys enjoy your weekend. Okay, let's see what Abdul says here. Abdul. Okay. There we go. Hang on. There we go. It's a little small, but this is Abdul's view from the window, as you see right there on the marquee outside of the Virgin Hotel. The Fanchise and Deuce coming through, man. The KFTV Meetup KFS Left Coast Knicks. That's nice. Very nice. Very nice. Great job by the venue on that. Advertising Saturday's event. So, yeah, we got a good turnout coming. All ages are welcome. Bring your kids. Bring whoever. We're going to have a good time. We'll rock out from like 8 to midnight. So, yeah, make sure you guys pull up on us, man. Gonna be a great show. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to the replay gang. Salute to all of our loyal Fanchise channel members. We appreciate you guys as always. And, hey, we will check in on Saturday. We'll check in Sunday for post-game for more overreactions, all right? Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. You guys stay blessed, man. See you guys Saturday, Sunday. See you guys over the weekend. Peace.